Welcome to this Zentangle Quickie. My name is Heather Hartwick Gladden. I'm a certified Zentangle teacher, and today we're going to take a look at the Tangle Joos from CZT Sandy Steen Bartholomew. Now, this one I kind of was holding off until October because, and that's the time of this recording, it's early October. And if you've seen the movie Beetlejuice, you'll see the resemblance, obviously, well, as you would have from that title screen. All right, this one you can even more so than most all of the other tangles. This one you just draw it however you want. It's definitely freeform. And here, let's see. Yeah, and here's what I'm going to do. So it starts off with a couple squiggly lines. And so I'm going to, because I have an ulterior motive, or I have a bigger project in my head with this little tile. We're going to maybe span it over a couple of sessions here. So there's one squiggly line, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start, again, you can do this however you want. It doesn't have to, I'm going to have this one go from this point, and go on. It doesn't have to. You can just, you could just draw two squiggly lines however and go. All right, so, and, it can be as thick as you want. The squigglies don't even have to match. What's nice is if you can let go, which for me it's hard, but and I practice, and this is one that I practice with. If you can let go and just go, oh, whatever happens, happens, this is a great one to practice that on. All right, so this, like I said, this is my squiggly line. Now, you could have little arms, have pieces come off of it if you want. As you'll see in the step out, that is up to you. So however you have this, then we're going to do some curved lines, and you can kind of be strategic with these curved lines. Let's see. Well, I'm just going to start right here where this began, and we're gonna do the curved lines. Actually, in the step out, I think they're like automatically filled in. I'm not looking at mine, so so here's what you would do, and it doesn't matter. You could just go through and do curved lines and color in every other one. That works fine too. Sometimes I like to color them in as I go, because if I have a kind of an idea in my head, then I want to utilize that. And then too, if I get a little sloppy. All right, so here's a thought as you're doing these curvy lines to accentuate what you have here. So for instance, like this kind of curves up. And so this curve line, I'm going to put it at a little bit different angle. And then also with that, the top doesn't have to be the same width as the bottom. I did it sort of here. This is a smidge smaller than here. And then, let's do here, because I think it can like add it to the, like I said, it'll add to the curves. I was going to say it'll add, I'm going to say what I was thinking. It'll add to the bendiness of it. And of course, because this is a fill-in, if you need, well, let's see, and I say doing it this way, I don't know, there could be a place in the, in your line that you might want to adjust, and so you could put a band, somewhere. So maybe if you wanted to curve something a little different, I suppose that you probably could. And they don't have to be like evenly spaced like this. I'm thinking if you were going for the spooky aspect, then kind of the odder, the better. Now, because when I first saw this tangle, and I had seen the movie years ago, and it was my first thought, and I think there was a cartoon too for a while, and so it's immediately what I thought, and I just can't get it out of my head. I'm trying to picture, it's like, well, and sometimes when that happens, it's just really hard to get that out. Let's see, what are we going to do here? Let's do like this, and I'll do this one kind of narrow like that so you can see. But I'm thinking, could we have this be in, any other have it look any other way than the way it is. It, very whimsical, very, like I said, Halloweeny, spooky-y. Ooh, let's see, what should we do here? So this is kind of fun when you have something, a little, like I made this really weird. Yeah, we'll just do like so. I don't know. Because like there are some tangles that, you can see it a number of different ways depending on how you do it. And so, like I said, I'm just thinking, well, maybe we'll just see what the Tangle Addicts community, as I present this one, we'll see what they those that decide to give this one a whirl. It'll be interesting to see what everyone comes up with. That's always so much fun. I want to kind of have them going all the same direction here, so why not? Let's have one go a little bit this way. And like I said too, if you wanted to have an arm or something come out of it, you could do it even after this. And so let me see if I can find a place that might be more apropos for that. See, and I wasn't liking this, seems rather abrupt here. Let's see if I can, we'll do it this way. I don't know if I can adjust that or not. But putting the band there also might help. A little bit. Well, actually, here's what I can do. Is I can make it a little wider. And this is what I mean by kind of course correction. And then say I want to just kind of, let's just make it a little bit something else. And there we go. I love that. All right. And we'll get this last little bit. Okay. Now, let's see. And then you can add, we'll see, the other part is we can add curlicues. And so they're kind of fun to add, of course, at, say, the beginning and the end. And it could be, a double, however you want to have it. Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to have a little bit of something. Well, and maybe I'll do it on the other side too. I don't know. Let's just do a little one coming out of here. And this is where you can decide how you want it to come out. Do you want it to come out of, maybe I'll do that. Have it come all the way out of here. That'll be my colored in part. Since I've thought about it afterwards. And we'll have that, and we'll do a little curlicue here. So then this, I'm just going to expand that. And continue with these little bands. I think it's the one thing I do think is good to be consistent with, is at least my thoughts right now, is so I'm making them curve lines, but I'm having them curve in the similar way, in the same direction, because that kind of implies the roundness of it. And so I think to have them go two different directions, that might not be so good. And then you can, like this, add onto those curves a little bit if you need to. As you're looking at it and you need to accentuate it a little bit, then you can. Okay, so then it's just adding some of these little curlicues wherever you want, however you want. They can. These, I think it's nice to have them be a little bit random. And honestly, the less smooth, probably the better. The more kind of crinky. If you're going for this look, then it seems to work really, really well. And this is just a little baby offshoot there. Okay, so you get the idea. Another way that I have, it's too big. I will, gosh. Oh no, I'll try to put it in the picture. Another way that this can be used, because I've done it on a big craft pumpkin, and I will yeah, I will see if I can put that on. Well, you'll have already seen it if I can on the cover photo. So just some other things that you can do with that. What I did was I used that as my string. And I actually did it on some other things where I decided, oh, I'm going to do a string. And then I did Beetlejuice on it. And then, you know, it just makes it look really neat. And on that one, and here's one, the other thing I'm going to do here as I'm, you know, having fun with this. And then I'm trying to keep these as quick as possible. But with the as quick as possible is, because I don't want to belabor anything, but there are a lot of fun ideas that you can use this for. All right, and I am just putting some graphite. I'm going to do it on both sides here to accentuate the roundness. Ooh, but over here, well, let's see. Let's try one side. I might be able, no, I think it's a little too small. Oh, but maybe if I have a nice new tortillon, new-ish, that might work. All right, so let's, oops. All right, let's get this going here. And I'm just, you know, kind of like a back and forth versus circular, just to spread it out. And because this is small, I don't want to take up any of that natural tile color for the most part. I mean, sometimes at the ends it's kind of okay. But we want to have that rounding effect. Or you can just leave it flat. That, you know, I mean, of course, that can work too. It just depends on what you're going for. Let's just do this one on that one side, and that should be fine. So that's it. Yeah, like I said, it's a fun tangle. I'm not big into Halloween, but you know, sometimes with things like this, you know, you can just kind of have a little bit of fun with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. It's such a fun tangle, and fun to have something that you can just goof around with and get some really nice results. So, if you enjoyed, would love to have a thumbs up, you know, like, share, subscribe, all that. If you do decide to subscribe, I would be honored, number one. And two, make sure to hit the notification bell so you can select how you want to be notified, if you want to be notified at all. Also, in the description section is information about myself. If you are interested in taking live online classes, I would love to have you. I do a combination. I have some classes that are free. Actually, most of them are free. And then I have some that are paid. I also have a Tangle Addicts Club that really get all of the paid content, and I'm going to continue to grow it. It's something it's relatively new, but you get all of the paid content at a bit of a discount, and also you have the knowing that you're helping me to be able to continue to provide, you know, content, and I appreciate it greatly. It makes me feel not as guilty when I'm, you know, doing this versus other things that I should be doing. Shh, don't tell anyone. All right, with that, thanks so much for watching. Would love to see your comments, and feel free to, again, join us online. I am getting a little bit more active on Instagram, but for the most part, it's Facebook. We have a nice community. Would love to see you there. With that, I wish you happy tangling.